Hey guys, Deborah with Pinching Pesos here, and it's eBays and bacon time. Good morning, good morning. Get some eBays and bacon. No? Yeah, me neither. I squeezed every minute that I could possibly continue to stay in bed, and I almost canceled on you because I was in my bed and I was cuddling with my hubby and I didn't want to get out. But I figured I only have 2 more days of eBays and bacon left, so I might as well not be a cop-out flaky pants. I know people were waiting for me, and I probably end up with a witch hunt on my hands if I didn't show up today. So I got up, got dressed, and put my shoes on. Got up 30 minutes late. I squeaked out at 7:45. I was squeezing out that time, but got the coffee made and I got dressed and brushed my teeth and brushed my hair, and I'm here. So thank you everybody for coming at 8 a.m. I know it's a little early some parts of the nation, but I had a really good topic that I wanted to talk about today. I thought about it last night, and I talked about it a little bit on Chris's show yesterday, and then yeah, so I wanted to get into that. It's basically about finding the solutions to your problems that fit your abilities, not just finding solutions, but actually finding the solutions that fit your abilities. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. Sales have been doing pretty good. Things are kind of steady. Nothing really knocking it out of the park, though. When I was listing, what I was going to talk about yesterday was the progress that I made on Tuesday, and I'll talk about that for a minute. Tuesday, I listed 5 items that I cherry-picked off my shelf, and then I listed a 6th item, which was actually a variation listing of 25 variations. So I count that as 25 listings because I have to take pictures of each one of them and write out their keywords and their prices and their UPCs and their quantities and all that other stuff, so I count it. So because I could have done the same thing if I did sell similar, and it would have been the same time frame, so I count variations. So it came out at 30 listings for the day on Tuesday, I believe, 31, which was great. And I cherry-picked off my shelf. So when I told y'all before that I was gonna like go shopping in my own room, where if I picked it up and I looked at it and I wouldn't have bought it again that day, then I kind of probably just needed to get rid of it, because there's things back there that I can list and then that are worth money. So on Tuesday I listed like that Ronco machine right there. It's a 5500 model. I listed it for $100, and I listed a little facial thing for $40, and that bear I put it for $199, or best offer. We'll see, what it sells for, because they ranged from anywhere from $80 to $180. So I don't know how much it's going to sell for. And I listed another item or two that were worth $100. Oh, Pokemon. I listed the Pokemon. It was $100. And something else. And so I remember out of the 5 listings that weren't the tape, that I listed on Tuesday, it was $400 worth of stuff. And that's what I'm trying to do. Like, that's the business that I'm trying to run. That I'm listing things that are worth my time. And so I was trying to let people kind of get in for the day, but it's coming up on 8:10. So let's go ahead and get into the topic. like I said, topic today is finding solutions that fit into your abilities. And okay, so, and then I also wanted to talk about, like, what do you do when you fall off the wagon? That was the real topic for the day. And then it was like, okay, what do you do when you set a goal and you're not making it? And the only reason that you're not making it is you, really. So what do you do then? And I got to thinking about it being where, you know, you've got to dig really deep on your actual goals and the solutions that you're finding. And I think, you know, we all have areas that we're unhappy and we're dissatisfied, and we set these goals and we try to fix them, but then we don't really get down to like the root problem of what's causing that problem to begin with. Like, okay. For example, I have backlog, right? I have a lot of items that I don't have as many as I used to, but I have a lot of items that need to be listed. And I have said on many occasions like that I'm a slow lister, like I'm unproductive. You know, I'm very distracted. So I start listing and then I'll list and then I'm doing something else and then I list and then I'm doing something else. You know, so it's basically, yeah, it's true. I am a slow lister, but that's not the problem really. It's not the real reason why I have a backlog. The real reason why, if I dig a little deeper and get down below the surface, the real reason why I have a backlog is because I buy more stuff than I have the ability to list. I do not, will not ever be able to list all of the items that I come home with within a reasonable time frame if I continue to buy things the way that I do. If I continue to go to the store and load up my cart with 30 or 40 items, I'm not ever, 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 ever gonna be able to come home and list all 30 or 40 of those items within a day or two. I'm not gonna happen. So setting up a goal that doesn't follow along with my abilities, I'm not finding a solution, basically, that's fit for my abilities. Saying that, oh, I'm going to list 20 items a day. I'm not going to list 20 items a day. I might on a really good day, but I'm not going to do that every day. I can't. It's just, I can't. So, you know, I just need to, and I think we all need to, you know, go a little further into the real reasons why you're having the problems that you're having. Like for instance, I'm overweight, right? I know, shocker, right? And you might say like, oh, well, the reason I'm overweight is because I eat too much, right? And I don't exercise. Okay, that's true. That's the reason. But if I really dig down deep and think about it, no, the reason is because I continue to set goals for myself that aren't attainable. So I get discouraged instead of feeling a level of completion. Like I've been trying to work on with you guys all week on completing your task, feeling like you're completing something, reaching a small goal. So hang on, let me check if there's any questions in the chat. Okay. I'm gonna say hi to everybody again. So basically, with my issue, like with the backlog, okay, so I have to get down to the real reason why it's there. Okay, it's there because I buy more than I'm able to list. And I buy more than I'm able to list because I spend too much time in the store, and I don't stop myself, so I need to worry about like inventory portion control. And let's see, I'm trying to think what else. What are the other reasons why? I know another reason I never even thought of. I do not budget the amount of money that I'm going to spend on my inventory, which I really need to start doing because I would really like to set that up. But, you know, it's entirely possible that limiting the amount of things that I'm buying means that I don't need to actually limit, actually put a budget on, because if I'm only buying 5 or 6 great things, then I really don't need a budget. But that could have been a solution if I'm not able to only buy 5 or 8 really great things. I'll end up probably needing to put a budget on. But anyway, so that's what I wanted to say. So whenever you're able to find a solution, I think that's based on your actual abilities, instead of actually, you know, setting a goal that is just not something that you can obtain. It's like me saying, you know, I'm going to run a 5K in 25 minutes. Well, I have the ability to do a 5K, but I don't have the ability to do it in 25 minutes. You know, it's just not something, there's just not a reason to set a goal so lofty that it's not within your reach and you're not finding the solutions for yourself. Because you're not really getting down to the nitty-gritty as to why you have a problem to begin with. You know, why do I have a backlog? Well, I buy too much. Well, duh, you know. But really why? You know, and what do I need to do to fix it? Okay, I need to not buy as many things and do this. Otherwise, I'm just going to end up continuing on the same cycle, same cycle, and I'm never going to win. I'm never going to win at anything. I'm always going to feel like I failed. And I don't want to do that. Do you want to do that? I don't want to do that. So, yeah. So that's all I wanted to talk about today. Let me see what the chat is. We have Brooke Hayes in the chat. She always leaves really nice, lovely messages on YouTube videos. Very nice. Susan Gardner says, lately what I've been doing before I purchase the items is I go through the cart and I try to put 50% of it back on the shelf. Will this really sell? I've been on a buying freeze for 2 weeks. Yeah, I think that's an issue that a lot of people have whenever there's like, okay, I'm going to limit how much I buy. But then I have to not buy all this other stuff. Okay, well, that's true. But the thing about it is I know for a fact I'm not going to get to it. So I'm just wasting my money. I'm wasting money that I could put towards another great item that I saw, or that other thing that I'm like, oh, that would be a great buy, but it's just like $5 too much. Well, I could have spent $5 on some piece of crap that I've got sitting like right there, that's not worth me listing anymore. You know, it's like, what was I thinking when I bought that? Why did I buy that? So if you start limiting the things that you're buying, you have more money to buy things. It's almost like a little cycle of goodness. You know, if you limit the amount of things that you buy, you have more money to buy good things. And I want to buy good things. I don't want to spend any more time listing a $12 item unless it's a part. Brooke says, I suck at math and I can't make my own spreadsheet. Should I buy Easy Auction Tracker? Yes, you should. It's awesome. I've been talking about it for like a year. There isn't any other spreadsheet like it. It pulls all your information. It's great. Yeah, I've been talking about it for like, I don't know, a year and a couple months. You're going to have to look at the website. They change the prices periodically whenever it gets more than, when it gets further on in the year, it goes down in price. So, okay. I got off my train of thought. Anyway, yeah. So today I got to go pick up Patrick, and I didn't pick him up yesterday because I had some appointments. So I'm going to pick up Patrick, and I don't know what I'm going to have him do. I think in a way I have him here this week, just because I'm not going to have him here for 3 weeks, and so I really wanted him to be able to work. But I don't really have anything for him to do right now because I haven't been shopping. So, I mean, we can process, I guess, the stuff. I don't know what we're going to do today. Yeah, Brian said have him list the clothes, and that's what I was pointing at right there. It's clothes. Cherry Vintage says, the main problem for many resellers is they love the fun part of finding treasure, but the grunt work of listing they slack because it's boring. Yes, Cherry, it is. And that's why I'm putting a limit on the amount of items that I'm buying. Because then if you only have 5 or 8, 10 things to list, if you got less than 10 things to list them suckers, and then go shopping again. That's the fun part. And making sales. So, all right, guys, put your questions over in the chat if you have questions, because I'm going to shut it out for the day. It's already 8:22, and so I'm going to go get Patrick, and I really wanted to go back to bed. That's what I wanted to do. I want to go lay down, but I'm up. I'm already up now. All right. Well, I don't see any questions in the chat, so I'm going to go ahead and close out for today. I really appreciate everybody that comes out in the morning and watches my little eBays and bacon. Tomorrow will be the last show. Yeah, it's going to be the last show for a while. If I do it again, I might even change the time. 8 o'clock might be too morning. Might be too early for summertime time. I don't know. We'll see. But tomorrow, make sure you come back at 8 a.m. I will be here. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I come up with the topics in the nights. So I will go ahead and put the Hangout link over in the chat just in case you want to come in. I'm only going to be gone for like 45 minutes, and then I'll be back. So, all right. Everybody have a really great, fantastic day.